Shalom and good day, all. This is Healing29 back again for another DC review, and in this DC review I'll be covering Kneel Before Zod issue 4, Shazam issue 10, and Superman 78 issue 6. I'll now get things organised for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So as we jump into Kneel Before Zod issue 4, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It does, to which I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Next is we have a look inside at the area of the internal art around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's also happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we have Zod burning Ursa up in flames on this new candle, only to destroy everything that's happened here. We do happen to have the appearance of many eradicators at present. So whilst this is happening and we move a little bit closer towards the middle of the story, we do have Zod going up, or Drew Zod going up against the Khunds and giving them hell. And last but not least, towards the end, to which we see something occur and happen to him, only for him to be picked up by some strange craft. For the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story. And first things first, do we get anything interesting time-wise? No, we don't, but we do actually get something comic book reference-wise, and I wasn't expecting a comic book reference to be so early in this series. And a big thanks to the writer of this series, even to letting us, the reader, know when this event is taking place. And this is saying that it happens all before Sinister Sons issue number 1. So we learned that the death of Ursa and also what happens on New Candle actually happens before issue 1 of Sinister Sons by Peter J. Tomasi. Next is the location. We have New Candle, but that ends up being destroyed, along with a Khun's ship that also ends up being destroyed. The cast of characters consisting of Ursa, who is deceased. We have Drew Zod, and last but not least, the characters of the Eradicator and also whatever of the Khunds. The overall story rating in this is a 7 out of 10. It's now time to move into Shazam issue 10. So as we start to jump to Shazam issue 10, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It does, to which I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as we have a look at the beginning of the story, we catch up with all the members that make up the Shazam family, and of course we have a bit of a new item as well, being the Shazam van, or the Shaz van, which looks to be Freddie Freeman's idea. So as they're moving into the house, we notice quite a lot of things that have happened here, all care of Zeus and all the, plus the gods that have sort of helped fix things up with the house, and we get a bit of a look as to what else is actually occurring here. So I wonder if this will start to put the Shazam members on better terms with the characters that make up the name of Shazam when they use Shazam to change into their stronger, better selves and become heroes. So that's just a bit of a thought out there. And I wonder if Josie Campbell has actually considered that for this particular little arc. I don't know how long this arc goes for, but there actually might be something here. And last but not least, towards the end, to which we do get to catch up with the character of Tawny Tiger, So for the internal art, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I must admit, it worked really well alongside with the cover because, well, the cover and the not only the cover but also the internal art felt as fun as what we see here. But how does this work out story-wise? We have a new writer on this. Let's find out. Considering how far we are issue-wise, did we get any comic book references? No, we didn't. Next is the area of time, to which we have later that night come up. The location, no indication of the location of where it's taking place or what area in the DC universe it's taking place, though it would not hurt to include it. It would probably help bring up the score a bit. Cast of characters consisting of Tawny Tiger, all the members that make up the Shazam family. We also have someone by the name of Bo and also Zeus. Overall story rating, a 7 out of 10. Not bad for a first issue in the series for Josie Campbell. Let's see how she goes for the next issue. Now it's time to move into Superman 78. The Metal Curtain, the last issue. So as we start to move into Superman 78, last issue of the Metal Curtain, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it an 8 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle and of course the end. And also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as we start off this story, we are still in Moscow in Russia, and we see Superman going out of his way, even preventing the residents that live in Russia from being harmed by Metallo's outbursts. We see a little bit more take place, and of course we do get the appearance of, I think it's General Lane here. It's a little bit hard to tell, but it might also be a member of the Russian army. No, I think it is a member of the Russian army. I think it could have been done a little bit better, just in some parts of the art, but overall, it does seem to work with the story. And last but not least, Superman's impact in the area of Russia. So for the internal art, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story. So first things first, do we get anything time-wise? No, we don't. Next is the area of location, to which we had Moscow, Russia, and also Daily Planet at the beginning, but I didn't get to show anything around that page. Next is the cast of characters, to which we have Lois Lane, Perry White, Jimmy Olsen, and of course Metallo. For the overall story writing in this, I give it an 8 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.